Hello, parents from all around the world. I'm Sam Hong, Dean of Saimi Academy, here again to help you navigate the college admissions process for your children. Especially for those of you whose kids have completed their entire education abroad, I've got some important updates to share today. The 2025 college admissions guidelines have been announced, and while there haven't been major changes, a few updates were made on August 22nd, 2024. These updates heavily impact the special admissions track for students who have studied abroad for 12 years, what we commonly call the 12-year special admissions track. Of course, other special admissions categories have also seen changes, but this update is particularly relevant to students in this category, so please pay close attention. These changes will impact not just the admissions process for September 2025, but also provide additional opportunities for students entering college in March 2025. So whether your child is preparing for the upcoming admissions cycle or looking for a better opportunity, you need to be aware of these important changes. Number 1. Personal statement is back. One of the biggest changes is the return of the personal statement. For the past few years, due to the push for fair college admissions, many admissions tracks prohibited the use of personal statements. Some universities even banned them completely. If your child has applied to foreign universities, you know how crucial the admission essay is in the selection process. But in Korea, students couldn't use it, which made it hard for universities to evaluate unique experiences and achievements beyond grades. Now, with the revision of the Higher Education Act, certain special admissions tracks, including the 12-year special admissions track, can once again use personal statements. So, which admissions tracks allow personal statements? Let me show you the 5 admissions tracks for Korean universities. Foreign student admissions, both parents must be non-Korean nationals. 12-year special admissions track, students who completed their entire education abroad. Specialized high school graduate and employed applicant track, for those who graduated from vocational high schools and are currently employed. North Korean defector admissions, for students who defected from North Korea. Mature student admissions, for applicants aged 30 and older. This is a big deal because the personal statement, especially the type used in foreign admissions, is a great way for students to showcase their academic achievements and potential. For example, if your child participated in a science research project abroad or competed in an international academic competition, it's much more effective to present that experience in a well-written personal statement rather than just listing it in their transcript. However, one thing to be mindful of is that each university has its own guidelines regarding whether they accept extracurricular activities in personal statements. As of February 2025, both Seoul National University and Yonsei University have made personal statements a mandatory part of their 12-year special admissions track. It's highly likely that other universities will follow suit. Until last year, students didn't need to submit one, but starting this year, it's required. So parents, it's time to start strategizing. Think carefully about what key points your child should highlight in their personal statement. Number 2. Removal of admissions period restrictions. This next change is even bigger. The restrictions on admissions periods have been completely removed. Previously, students who were accepted for the September semester could still apply for the March semester of the following year, but students who were accepted for the March semester couldn't apply for the September semester in the same year. Why? Because both the March and September semesters were considered part of the same academic year. So, if a student was admitted for the March semester, they had no choice but to stick with that school, even if they weren't completely satisfied with their choice. If they wanted to reapply, they had to wait an entire year. But now, that restriction is gone. Even if your child is accepted for the March semester, they can still apply for the September semester of the same year. This has already led to some parents reconsidering their decisions even after securing an offer. Why is this important? Let's say your child applied for the March admission cycle but didn't get into their top choice university. Before, they wouldn't have had another chance that same year. But now, they can reapply for the September semester. In fact, I've personally worked with students who got into a university for the September semester, improved their applications, and then got into an even better school for the March semester the following year. Now, March admits will also have that same opportunity. For students returning from overseas who often rush to prepare their applications for the March semester, this means they can now take their time and apply for September instead, increasing their chances of getting into a better university. Number 3. No more cap on the number of applications. This change ties in closely with the admissions period flexibility. Until now, students could only apply to 6 universities through early decision admissions in a single academic year. For example, students who applied to 6 universities in September couldn't apply to another 6 in March because they had already used up their 6 allowed applications. However, this rule never applied to foreign student admissions, which always had unlimited applications. Now, with the admissions period becoming flexible, it no longer makes sense to keep the 6 application cap. gap. So, the restriction has been lifted for students in special admissions categories, including the 12-year special admissions track and North Korean defector admissions. In other words, these students are no longer limited to just 6 applications. This means your child can now apply to as many schools as they want without worrying about the limit. No more stress over whether applying to one school means giving up another. Of course, applying to too many schools without a clear strategy isn't ideal. It's still important to focus on selecting the right universities that align with your child's academic and career goals. Final thoughts. So, to summarize today's key takeaways, personal statements are now allowed again in 5 special admissions tracks, including the 12-year special admissions track. The admissions period restriction is gone. March admits can now apply for the September semester too. The 6 application limit has been removed for students in special admissions categories. With these changes, the college admissions process is now more flexible and provides students with more opportunities to present their full potential beyond just grades. Parents, make sure to use these updates to your advantage and plan a solid strategy for your child's college applications. In my next video, I'll go over how to choose the right universities, how to prepare the necessary documents, and how to craft a compelling personal statement. Thanks for your watching this video. See you on the next video.